huge explosion, mass casualties, people rushed to hospital. Chaotic scenes in the midst of a chaotic evacuation. The threat level had been high for days and days at the canal that leads to the British camp. The sheer volume of people, the lack of checks of bags and the numbers of unprotected soldiers were an absolute indicator that this place was the easiest of easy targets. We filmed here for days. And now it has happened. From within these crowds, a suicide bomber. The civilian casualty numbers are high. It was always going to be. So unprotected and desperate to leave, they wouldn't have noticed anyone acting strangely, because here, everyone is acting strangely. It's an emergency. A variety of international soldiers have been looking for people with a right of entry to their countries. Some had already withdrawn because of the threat, but the United States and British forces do not have that luxury. The paratroopers have been fully engaged in the processing of the evacuees in this area, but their main focus is on the sea containers that limit the numbers trying to get through. Slightly further up the road, on the side of the sewage-filled canal, the Americans were basically in charge. We've been told the bomber waited until a number of soldiers approached to help a family out of the canal. The Taliban have been cooperating with the international forces for days now. This will do nothing for them, and they have condemned the attacks.
Targeting innocent civilians is an act of terrorism that has to be condemned by the entire world. It is because of foreign forces, the presence of foreign forces, that such attacks take place.
Afghanistan's future, already uncertain, keeps changing. Airports are hard to defend because they're so huge. This evacuation relief effort is potentially about to end. Stuart Ramsey, Sky News, Doha.